Hi, I'm Bryan DeLuca, and today we are going to talk a little bit about influencer marketing and gifting. But make sure before we start, you hit that subscribe button because this is one of the best channels on marketing, and with all the trillions and billions and gazillion videos out there, you don't want to miss subscribing to this channel. So we're going to talk a little bit about influencer marketing and gifting. What's really cool about influencer marketing and gifting is you don't have to have a bazillion dollars to spend on influencer marketing. What gifting really means is you're providing your product to these influencers to use in their channels. Now, the really cool part about that is sometimes your product, maybe you have t-shirts that you sell for $50, but they cost you $5 to manufacture. But the perceived value of that t-shirt is $50. So in the mind of that influencer, it is a $50 exchange. Okay, so remember that the value of your product is the face value of your product, not what you maybe charge for it. Well, here's the things you need to focus on. Number one is, does the influencer have the right target audience for you? So who follows them? Do they appeal to the audience you're trying to reach? For instance, if you're selling clothing to a specific demographic, then you want to make sure the people that are following them are that demographic. Who's their audience? Now, also, the one things to pay attention to is the size of their followers. How many followers do they have? Now, this isn't always the most important thing because some influencers have very targeted demographics because they're on very specialized topics or create content for very specialized things. So don't harp on the size, because sometimes those smaller influencers, or what they call micro influencers, could be actually very powerful in helping you sell product. Now, the other question you need to ask yourself is, how do they represent brands? How are they representing the brands that they currently work with? And is that how you want to be seen? So the second thing you want to think about is, what is the return on it? How are they exposing your brand? How often are they going to expose your brand to their audience? The second thing you want in return for that gifting is them using any hashtags you may have designated for your campaign or your products. And the most important thing is actually making sure they provide a link to your URL, whether that is in the post, in a comment in the post, or even sometimes like on Instagram in their profile or in the swipe up in a story, because that really helps users get to your product right then and there. The third thing is the relationship with the influencer. You need to treat them like a rock star. You need to have a genuine interest in their mission and the content they're creating and what their purpose is in creating that. And then you'll be able to really foster a great relationship between your brand or your product and that influencer. Oh, and one more thing. Make sure you subscribe to the best marketing channel on the internet. Have a great day.